Hello everyone, I'm DM Pat. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Grand Quest. Here's our wonderful players.
Hey everyone, I'm Mithril, and I play Kane, our resident broody half-vampire ranger.
Hello, my name is Yone, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fathomless Warlock, an obscure, tentacly character hoping to embed himself into the party.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I play Syphina, a Sucker of Stars druid and grave cleric, who has been tasked by Tenelith to balance the scales of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, also known as Rapid Pup, and I voice Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I play Trevor, the grumpy Oath of Vengeance paladin who is just trying not to die while he figures out the truth about what happened to his family.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I play Gorez, a fighting rogue who decided to step out of his brother's shadow, start his own gang somewhere else.
Hi everybody, my name's Bridger, and I am playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
Welcome back everybody to Grand Quest. Last episode, the party fully went down for their rest. However, before that, Sif decided to throw a chair out the window, hitting a count square in the face, got arrested. Party went to go save him, ran into our favorite thug, Gorez. Now he's back. So now we have 7 people on this team, which is awesome. But we're going to bring it on back. Sif just got released from the prison after being demoralized by being muzzled like a dog. And probably called the dog more times than any episode altogether. We're going to now go into the story. The viewers, we watch as we drop back down into the courtyard as Sif is regrouping with the party as we watch Trevor boop him on the nose with a rolled up scroll and tells him to not do that again. Sif, what do you want to say back to him?
If I ever see that Duke again, you better hope I don't have a chair. To be fair, though, guys, I didn't know it. I was outside.
Why did you throw a chair out the window?
I was enjoying life. You've never thrown a chair out the window? Actually, don't
No.
answer that. I think I already know the answer to that.
Is it fun?
You should try it, honestly. It'll get your adrenaline going.
Okay.
Not right now,
Not
though.
not now.
You just catch him like looking for one, and he's like, "Oh, why?
Just don't encourage him.
Why can't I?"
Don't teach
Throw a
the
chair
good
right now.
boy bad
because
things.
Is it because counting is legal?
What the fuck did you guys
Syphina's
tell
like
him while
pinching the
gone?
bridge of her
He
nose.
doesn't understand what a count is.
Bradley just
Valid.
speaks up. Did this one get hit really hard in the head? Or is he just...
Zoe's
this-
rubbing his temples
A
as
couple
he
of
has a
times.
headache.
Okay.
Maybe yes. A lot, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of interrupt your guys' little reunion. Yes, you've got your friend back from prison. He was only there for a night. But I do have something to speak to you about. If you're willing to follow me to the barracks where I have an office, I will be very thankful for you to hear me out, please.
All right. I mean, we were supposed to speak
Sounds
with
like
you
the way.
anyway, so I suppose so.
Very well. All right, well, follow me.
You know how to roll out the red carpet.
I paid your fine, my buddy.
Thank you for that. You should have started with that.
All right, as you guys make it to the office, I really wish I had a scene for this. I thought I would, but I think I don't. It's your house. Do I have a scene in the house? In a house? I
Have
don't.
a house.
I don't think I do have a scene in here. Ah, sad faces. Oh well. As you guys make it into, follow him through the barracks, there are lots of soldiers here, including what look to be eldritch, like, casters that seem to be weaving dark magics in order to try to pull the corruption from what looks to be the undead that are chained and bound here. They're trying different things on these corpses that have been brought back in this horrific, odd way. They try everything from necromancy to eldritch invocations. Nothing seems to be working, but Bradley keeps walking past this and leads you into a rather Spartan-esque office. Very barren. Has nothing but a few chairs and what looks to be possibly a couch. You would think it would be a couch, but it's really short, and a desk with a stack of papers that haven't been touched yet. But by the way the dust sets, they are recently put there. He looks as he sits down at the desk. He looks at the papers, sighs, closing his eyes as if he's trying to will them away. If you can find a seat, please have it. I know I don't have much room for this many guests, but
I'll sit on the floor and call the dog, and I'll might as well act like it.
I do apologize for them muzzling you. I will.
That was really fucking inhumane. I hope you know that.
I will for sure speak to them about not doing that again the next time they arrest a dog. I mean wolf.
No, thank you. I'm a fucking human being.
To be honest, I have seen. I actually have a dog that is mixed with a wolf and looks very close to you. Not in the shades of color that you are. I don't think blue is natural. Bluish gray is natural. So.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Bradley
Wait, did
Shield.
the dog say with the human being?
Nice to meet you, Bradley. Get your name. You know, I'd like to be introduced to the person that's calling me a dog.
Hey,
I remind them of their dog.
Yes, that's more. If I'm going to be blamed for something, I want to be blamed fully for the thing that I've been blamed for. Anyways, yes, I am the commanding officer of the Denza military, at least one of the main ones. I head the ground forces.
So you needed our help with something?
Oh, yes. As you saw, we do have a few captives of those creatures that torment our land. We found them...
Doing to them?
Testing. To see if we could reverse it. Or dispel it, or cleanse it. Honestly, we're trying to find more ways than just burning them and having to fight them head on. If we could find magic that can counter them, then makes a whole lot less soldiers of mine die.
I'm assuming you haven't found anything?
No. However, they did not respond well. Not in like a weakening way, but they did not respond well to mental invasive. We tried to see if they had thoughts. And when we did, the caster's mind exploded, as if something flipped it back on them.
So don't go probing this
Go
thing's
ahead
mind.
and roll me Arcana there, Zoe. Knowing of these kind of magics.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Natural
there you go. I was
20.
gonna ask for it, but never mind.
All right, you think back, and the only thing in your studies and your training and your time traveling around doing your the biddings of the things that guide you, you've only come across one creature that has the ability to do something like that at a distance. Mind Flare, also known as an illithid. But an illithid doesn't make undead.
It does not. He's gonna open his book and kind of flip through it, looking for his notes. When he does, he'll relay. Does he? Yeah. He'll relay that information to this guy, psychically. It's like you have an illithid on your hands, or something like it.
We haven't seen one of those, at least The last one we saw, and the only one we ever saw, was one that looked undead like the rest of these creatures. But that was 400 years ago?
Is he saying this out loud?
Yes, he did. Yes, he is. He's looking at Zoe. Your friend has told me, in my mind, that we possibly have an illithid, but the last one we found was found 400 years ago and was undead like this problem we have. The fleshy, plant-like possession. We found it coming down from the Great Mountain, just not too far from here.
Would I know what that is?
History.
Okay. Because I know something, but I don't know if I can make the connection.
Mind flares aren't too common in this world. They're very rare.
I'm not great at
18 on history.
Nope.
What was it, Trevor?
18.
I'm gonna say you've heard the name before in horror books.
I got a 23 for history.
You have, in the Dark Meadows, the hag has made some dealings with mind flayers. You've seen them before. You aided one, not to your will.
Mm-hmm.
But you do remember seeing one. Trevor, you remember hearing the word, reading the words mind flayer and illithid and their description in a horror book, but nothing fictional. I mean, nothing non-fictional, nothing historical. But I don't think that mind flayers make undead, do they? He looks to Zoe.
Not that I ever knew of.
What do mind flares look like?
He stands up and reaches
I could
into
show
his desk,
Okay.
and he pulls out a book that it seems to be bound in red hide. And it seems old and kind of decrepit.
Is this a beastie?
This is a very old one. One of our tamers a long time ago went missing, but he was known for tracking monsters and other creatures to learn their ways. He flips through the page and shows an illithid, and it seems to have another page with a intellect devourer. The intellect devourer is a rather decent-sized brain with legs, while the mind flare is a squid-like individual with pointed tendrils that move around. The book itself seems to be enchanted with a bit of glamour that makes the images move a little bit.
DM, I have a above table question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know, because the whole illithid and intellect devourer, would Sif know about the whole intellect devourers being able to be put into undead dragons?
No,
Or is that a thing? Oh.
you would not know that. You've never come upon something like that before, so no.
Well, Sif is going to suggest them. Do you think you could replace the brain of an undead or something? The organs of an undead with maybe an intellect devourer?
I've never heard of this happening before. What would that even do?
Honestly, they just eat brains from what I thought. I look over to Zoe. Is that right?
Something like that. Flip through the book's pages. Can I make another?
Sure.
Something. I don't know.
A history check.
I'm just going off of it because he got the natural 20. If anyone knows.
Yeah, I'll just say from what I hear.
Very well. This is a strange situation, but we have had some accounts that point us to the mountain. However, our king refuses to allow any expedition. In fact, he has entirely, with the aid of his advisor, looks to Gorez, Sir Kalaster Black, has blocked off and banned any entry to the mountain. Under the guise, I believe, of it being too dangerous. But if this is the source of all our problems, we should deal with it. But he refuses.
We are gonna leave him with me.
Yes.
Are you gonna throw a chair at him?
No, I'll throw something a little bit bigger than a chair.
He holds up his hand as he pulls a device from that kind of like spectral space and activates it as a bluish purple field fills the room. In case we're being listened in on, I'd rather us not cause issues amongst the court. Especially, I don't need to be labeled as a traitor. So, now that we can speak freely, I don't believe the king is alive any longer.
I was just going to ask you, the way it sounds is that this family of blacks, the Black family, I believe you might want to call them.
Note that they are not of dark-skinned. It's just their last name. I do want to point that out.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
Do you think I'm racist?
Well, I mean, I just don't want to be racially profiled
you called me a
myself.
dog, but okay, you know.
Anyways, yes.
But anyways, instead of getting sidetracked, it seems like they're very powerful. And if they're going to keep us away from a place that we know is dangerous by order of the king, what if they're the ones pulling the strings?
Looks to Gorez. That's how me and your friend here, Gorez, met. I was helping an investigation of the Black family, and Mr. Gorez and his gang attacked their main headquarters in the sewers and took the territory. So when we showed up to arrest them, they'd already been killed. However, there was a mutual partnership between me and your friend, and I was filled in on several things. Looks to the party. Is your monitor here with you? I believe it was looks to Gorez, a spotted dog with wings.
Wait, I might have just spaced out. Did he say that he told him about us? Oh, okay, so I did space out during that. You fucking told him.
Hey, I wasn't left with much of a choice.
I'm gonna pull Spot out.
Spot pops out, being held like a small puppy being presented. Hi, again?
Who wants to talk to you?
Why do you want to talk to me again?
Not,
You can see Spot is directly looking at Bradley.
That's why.
Oh.
Sif was about to say something, and when he said that, he cut off, and he was,
Spot, I believe your name was, right? Yes? Could you inform your handler that I have now met with the rest of the party? Yeah, he I think he knows. Very well. Good for you to see me again, sir. Don't worry, I believe what your handler said was Gorez has already paid for the price. But that this was not a full violation. I I guess. I don't really understand your agreement with this man, but I do understand where most of you come from. And if you help us, I am happy to help build relations and connections.
So, essentially what I'm getting or hearing is, you want us to go under the guise of, or under the shadows, under your quote-unquote king, and then after we deal with the mountain, come back and what? Put you on top of the throne?
No. Kalaster has been looking for the king's son, Arinus. He has been hidden in my military. He doesn't really fully understand who he is, only that he is not to ever step foot in the capital while Kalaster lives. So he will take position as king.
But before we end the mountain, we will have to deal with, I guess, this Black family?
Yes. To be very straightforward with you, you have to help me kill the fake king.
Before or after we deal with Mountain?
If
Like
you
mountain
want
should
to
go
enter
first.
the mountain, if we want to enter the mountain, at least with full force, that's what we need to do. But if you feel strong enough and brave enough to enter the mountain and do it yourselves, I'm not going to stop you. I just simply would like our best chance not to go to waste.
Do you have a plan for this operation?
Indeed.
Assassination.
Yes, you
Coup
can
d'etat.
I
call.
was gonna say that.
Well, wouldn't necessarily be.
It's a duck. Call it a duck.
I wouldn't really call it a coup because the king is already dead. It is a fake puppet that is being marionetted by Kalaster. I don't even think it's even flesh at this point. Anyways, yes, I have a plan, but if you hear a flaw in my plan, I would like to hear your words on it as well. There will be a ball that Mr. Kalaster himself will be hosting inside the gala main hall within the king's castle. Supposedly, the king will be there to welcome his guests. However, we haven't seen the king directly, at least no one besides myself, and even then that was behind a veil, in a rather long time. So I highly doubt that this will be the king, and more Kalaster claiming kingship fully. And I think we strike here. We strike before he announces who he quote unquote is. I believe Gorez, your crew, have been preparing.
Yes. We've been preparing for this.
Good. Well, it looks like you've got some backup if they're willing to help us. Looks to the party. You can always choose a different path. But I ask for
mean,
heroes here.
If this is the path that gets us out surviving, see why not.
Well, since the cat's already out of the bag and all that, we can help you and all that, but we need your support after this too.
He nods. That will be my repayment to you, but I will owe you more if you continue to help us by taking the fight to the undead after this. So, I give you my word that you and your land will have the full support of the Denza military.
What say you, old fearless leader? I say sarcastically as I roll my eyes, looking towards Trevor. He's a man of very few words. Let me just say that.
I see that.
Yeah. Trevor's just kind of listening to all this, and he just kind of looks at the rest of the party to see what they're thinking, see if they're on board with this.
Well, Syphina has never been a part of an assassination, so she has no idea what to expect.
Oscar has lost interest and has proceeded to play with a rock on the ground.
Yeah.
James already said he's down for it, so
Yeah. Trevor just kind of shrugs and is like, all right, I guess we're in.
Very well. Well, looks to the party. Do you own something nice to wear?
Like,
No.
looks at me close. No, this is about what we've got right now.
Well, I know a wonderful tailor. He's a little hairy, but he's good at his job. He pulls out a large
I
sack
have
of
a
coin.
feeling I also need this too.
He pulls out a large sack of coin, sets it on there. Go buy yourself something nice, and make sure it's durable. The party is in 3 nights. There's a little bit extra there for you to prepare yourselves. Gorez, I'm
I'm here.
sure your party would love to meet your other family, right? I know you've been smuggling weapons into Denza.
Oh, what have you been doing, Gorez?
I'm sure you can outfit your team with some pretty nice gear. I'll meet you all at the tavern.
Now, you see, why you gotta be outing everybody and everything? Can't let nothing be a secret?
There shouldn't be secrets among friends and allies.
That was supposed to be a surprise for later, though.
Oh, I'm sure it'll
It's
still
so
be a
rude and
surprise.
shit.
I'm sure it'll still be a surprise, Gorez. It's very hard to break surprises from you. I'll see you all at the tavern that, your friend Sif here was arrested from in 3 days' time. Make sure you're ready when that comes around. For sake of planning, I'll fill you in fully then.
Alright. Suppose that works.
Good luck.
Alrighty then.
And have fun in our
Really?
town.
Put her hands in the middle. Oh, what? No, oh, never mind. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Break.
As you guys all leave, you find yourself walking back through the main area, eventually finding your way out of the military district and the King's Keep. Standing outside once again on the main road, met with a tall, tower-esque temple and a lot of questions. So what would you guys like to do first? You could always have Gorez take you to his group, go shopping for some clothes, or whatever you'd like to do.
Let's see what Gora is doing.
Yep.
All right. So, as Gorez, you kind of like, after hearing Oscar say, "Let's see what Gorez has been up to." Does the rest of the party kind of agree with this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got 3 days.
So Gorez, you kind of lead them out of the city on the northern gate, leading them a bit off the road, and it takes quite a while. You guys are walking for maybe what seems like hours, and watching the sun move across the sky. It is definitely hours. as most of the day goes by, but eventually you reach what looks to be almost like a crevice in a mountain, like a hillside, that leads you to a rather nice cottage. Gorez, this is your surface home. This is the surface home.
You see a mole person? He has a surface home and an under home.
I wonder if he has chairs in there.
But
Are
as
the
you,
chairs 10 feet big?
I don't know. We'll see. I guess let's put a token down to find out. No, they're not 10 feet big because I know how to scale maps, Brimvor.
I know, that was
That's a big backpack.
that was me joking about myself.
That's a really big backpack. But as you bring them in, you kind of walk over to the set of stairs, reaching down and kind of picking them up as they fold upward, leaving what looks to be a hallway, like a descending sloped hallway, down into what looks to be a underground base. Let me see if I can actually find the thing I'm actually wanting to do, because holy moly, I swear it was in forts. Yeah, it was in forts. I bet I have to clear some things here. No, yeah, just a few. Just a few. But yeah, an underground base with a large flag on it, on the back wall, that looks very akin. Let me see if I can find it. Copy image. I'll post this to you guys in the dice chat. It's a rather large, almost dark-winged figure with, I guess, but go ahead, Gorez, and explain what it looks like. That'd be the best way to do it.
It's essentially a bat with almost like dragon-esque features and large ears for some reason.
Very well. The same group that kind of followed you guys around the first time is walking out of what looks like a set of rooms off to the west. As they spot you, boss, you're back. Yes, indeed, you seem to have returned. How did your meeting with the good commander go? Also,
Went all right.
you've brought your friends to our home, sir?
These are some old friends.
I see.
Just showing them around. No
Very-
worries.
Very well. Do you all drink?
Yes.
Amazing.
what?
Hard liquor?
Yes.
The best.
Very well. Follow me. We have a wonderful selection. Courtesy of some other gangs. As he'll bring you down to the lower level, where it looks like they don't necessarily have a bartender, but they just have like a massive wall filled with alcohol. Feel free. It was all free in the first place, so.
Enjoy.
Syphina is not really drinking. She doesn't really drink hard liquor, so she's just watching.
In here, there is a large quantity of people. Inside sits probably down in the lower area 30 to 40 people, and then there are others up top constantly going in and out of rooms. They are all heavily armed most times. You see some of them with these strange, like devices that you guys wouldn't really know, but they are a long metal tube with what looks to be a wick, and they carry about on their thing something that smells like blasting powder.
You've been busy, Gorez.
Just a little bit.
What is all of this?
Well, like y'all heard me say in the meeting, I've been preparing to do exactly what he's been talking about.
Do you want to explain how you got from the church and then in this position here? Because you won't, unless you had contacts here before we even arrived here. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know you've been busy, but I'm so confused.
Well, you see, my background is in street thug. That's my home. That's how I grew up. So it's nothing for me to pop into a city and try to do something like this. That's second nature to me.
Okay. Well, you never really talked about your background before you left, so
If you
That's
guys
news to
are
me.
thugs and all that, you know, I mean, I get it. You have a lot of people, and not to disrespect you guys, but why are you hiding out in the city? Why aren't you hiding out in the city? It seems like that's where gangsters would be,
Well-
not out in the middle of the woods.
You see, Black's got his hand in a lot more things than just upper politics.
A rather large red-headed gentleman steps up with what looks like a pegged leg. Yes, we did have a base in there, but after we took down their main headquarters, boss here thought it was wise to set up a second outpost, and I headed it. It was my fault that we lost the interior base. Name's O'Reilly. Yes, we did. We owned the mines, but they took it back.
If you guys have had connections in the mines, how long have you actually been in this area?
Well, most of us have always lived here. Most of us are from other gangs that decided to join up when we lost, or decided that we were tired of living under thumb. But boss here has been here for probably about a month, a little under that.
You've really been busy.
Yeah. One last question too. If you guys have all lived here your whole lives and all that, I'm guessing you would have people inside the castle, no? Maid or so, something like that. That friend of a maid, town boy, something.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of us. I can go around and find out for you.
Straight cut to the chase is, does anybody ever know of a secret way to get into the castle?
If we knew that, we would be.
Is there a known way, or secrets, rumors, anything of a? How do they get stuff in and out? We've seen those big gates. Is that the only way that we know in?
I'm sure there is more ways. We've been looking.
I thought this party was gonna be at the Black Manor.
Oh, is it gonna be on the Black Manor? I thought the Black Manor.
I'm gonna step in as DM. No, it's gonna be in the King's Castle, in the gala, the main hall.
Good suck on that shit, motherfucker.
I'll double down. Is the night coming up, sir? He looks to Gorez.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I can finally get revenge for them taking my leg. Good. I'll get the boys ready.
All right.
So, Gorez, is there anything else we should know? Or are you gonna say that's a surprise for later?
You don't have like a child or anything that you have to go rescue or anything.
Danger
Child, no.
Yeah, Sniff says it so sarcastic. Well, he says it seriously, but there's that sarcastic tone for sure.
Me? No.
Good. We do some shit like that.
I sent you a message, Gorez. If you're wanting to tell them about that now that you've dealt with that individual.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah. Syphina.
Yeah.
I did figure out who was trying to kill you.
Wait, what?
Someone was trying to kill her?
Yes, what?
Oh, yeah. I forgot I didn't tell y'all that. Yeah, no, that's the
What?
big reason I left.
I'm sorry.
'Cause I heard that somebody was out to kill her.
Here.
You
Why?
Didn't-
What?
bother to tell us?
Well, I mean, the guy's dead. I mean, he ain't gonna cause no harm now.
It still would have been nice to know someone was after her.
Well, that's the large majority why I've taken so much of the underbelly of this town under control.
I'm so confused. Why? Who tried to kill me? Who wanted me dead? I guess. Thank
Same
you, by the
church
way.
you serve.
Wait, what?
As if I didn't have any more.
Wait,
As if I
the, ch-
needed
the,
more
the,
reasons.
the church of Tenelith that I serve wanted me dead.
Are you a bad priest or something?
No, they're
Have you
just
been sinning?
Were you counting?
Not now, Oscar. Oh, alright, so the Church of Tenelith wanted me dead. That doesn't make any sense with what I just learned yesterday. They.
Well,
That's
you see, you gotta
assuming
remember,
they knew.
not everybody in the church is pure.
Apparently not. But I don't understand why they would want me dead. I didn't do anything.
You might be close to uncovering something. I don't know.
Spot pops out. Better question. How did they get an assassin here?
That's a good question. What? Who did they send? What did they? What? Yeah, I'm so confused.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was the one they contacted to originally kill you.
What? It's like taking a step back.
Slowly reaching for the bow.
I'm going away.
Guys, before we just start to, kill each other and stuff like that, may I just point out that, he did, say he killed the guy and he didn't kill you. And if we did feel like hurting Gorez, right now is not the time. As I look around.
There is a lot of eyes on you as you now realize that.
I am not wanting to hurt Gorez. I want answers. So, do I notice that Kane is reaching for the bow?
I would say that it's a slow movement, enough that you would notice.
I'll kind of glance at Kane and just like shake my head. It's like, okay, you said that you killed the person who was sent to kill me, so it's obviously not you.
No.
First of all,
No.
why did? Okay, I want to know why you didn't, but I want to know why you didn't take the job. But I really appreciate that you didn't. But I also want to know who it was that came after you and how they got here.
I don't know a whole lot of details as to the why.
Okay.
Okay. Why did I get it? It's just because that's the position I was held in where I come from. That's what I did. That's who I was. It's what I've always done. So for me to get that across to do that is no big deal. That's dime a dozen. But I saw this more as an opportunity for myself.
Okay.
Well, because think about it. Think about it, okay? Over there, I'm stuck in my position. Nothing I can do. Here, I got an open field. Make and build whatever I want to make and build. But of anybody to tell me otherwise.
Unless somebody from the other land comes and tries to stop you. Which bears to, how could somebody from the other land... Do we know if that fucker was from the other land?
No, see, that's the whole thing of it, is that, that's why I left the way I did, because I knew they was going to try to figure out some other way to get a hold of her. If I rejected it, which I did.
Thank you for that.
So, I ran to the capital, figuring the best way in or out of any nation, or the best way to cover any tracks is through the capital. So I ran here to figure out who all did what, or is in control of what, so I can take care of it. So this way she's got nothing to worry about.
I mean,
It's like-
Syphina, do you feel like you have nothing to worry about?
Syphina is actually kind of touched that he cared so much to go to that great of a length to protect her. So he's like, so you just dropped everything and in the middle of a trial and decided to venture out on your own into a land that's crawling with undead and decided to strike out in this unfamiliar city to prevent someone from killing me. Am I understanding that correctly? More or less.
Yep. And besides, that's cool. It does align with our original plan of why we even came here to begin with. So,
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you. I was honestly not expecting that from you because, we never talked much, and the most interaction I had with you was healing you. So, thank you for saving my life and for telling me that the church wanted me dead. So, did you have any information on the assassin that was supposed to kill me? Like, were they from here? Like, how did the church get the word, a message across? I mean, here. I'm so confused.
I'm gonna say this to help you out, Gorez. That's one of the things that you're still looking into. You know what group that was paid to do it, and you know that you found that you did locate the branch, a group that was paid by that group to do it for them because they couldn't get here. But how they got in contact is something that you're still figuring out. You haven't found that yet. But you did kill them, and you killed them all.
okay. Well, Syphina, thing of it is, I'm not 100% sure how they got in touch across, but that's all I don't know. The people who were assigned to do it all lived here, and well, they're all dead. So there's nobody left.
Okay.
So you're good as long as you don't go back home.
I just can't figure out how they contacted the other side.
And the problem is, if they contacted them once, they could probably do it again. So
Yeah.
it's been dealt with for now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I control a lot of that particular area in the town. So
Syphina looks over at Kane. And she's like, "Do you have Spot? I want to speak to somebody. I probably can't
Spot
speak
pokes
right."
his head out of Trevor's armor. I'm over here.
Oh, Spot, there you are.
Trevor pulls him out.
Looks over. She looks over at Gorez. She's like, "Is there a place I could speak some, in private?"
yeah, I'll point a direction of a safe room for her to talk in.
The little cleric's room.
It just so happens to be a not currently being used interrogation room. As you go into that room, put you over there. What is Syphina doing with Spot in this secure room?
She is going to try to talk to see if she can communicate with Tal.
Very well. What do you need, Syphina?
First of all, she rubs his head.
Thank
Hi.
you. I appreciate that. Hello.
Hi. Can I please speak with Tal?
Okay. His eyes roll into the back of his head. And then out comes the voice of Tal. Hello, Syphina. How can I help you?
Alright, well, that's unsettling hearing your voice from his body.
You haven't talked to me clear enough then. I'm sure Kane by this point is used to this.
I didn't know he talked to you. Did you know that the Church of Turnlith set an assassin, or tried to order an assassination on me?
We do, and we are currently looking into it. It seems like it's not a main sect. It's an off branch.
Is it from Day?
No. We believe it's a sect that works within the Church of All in Vastia.
Alright, I don't want to keep you, but do you have any information whether or not they have sent another hit?
We do not, because we cannot locate them. Currently, our land is being hit with surviving members of the Church of the Father, or better known as the Cult of the Father. Oh yes, I told Kay not to say anything.
Wait.
So, yes, Day was hit by a terrorist attack.
Is everyone what?
A lot of we did push them back. A lot of the non-humans, however, were affected, but we were able to push them back. Currently, we have a few groups, hunting down different groups of them, but this sect seems to be in cohorts with the Cult of the Father, and we believe that they follow the other half of Tenelith. It's what they
knew about
say.
The other half.
There's a silence. That's
a yes.
Not necessarily the point here, but yes, I did. I've always known.
Do you know me?
Look, Syphina, I'm really busy, but the answer to that question is yes, I have. That's why we were so fixated on keeping you alive and stopping whatever you and Cain were about to do. Cause another holy war.
Wait, what?
Suddenly, a rush of memories flood back into your mind. Like a rampant torrent. Everything hits you all at once. I'm sure this will be fun for your friends to clean up. You're doing good. Just stay alive. As the eyes roll back. Are you okay?
No. She's like, she's gonna step out of the room. And she's going to look at Cain.
Cain, she gives you that look like, oh, she knows. She knows everything.
She is not.
Just grabs a bottle and upends it.
Syphina just stares at him and then she is
now
going
I'm
to
drunk
walk
enough
up
for this
to him.
conversation.
She is going to walk up to him and she is going to smack him.
Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to give some love to your bards.